What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case.
One thing, I don't hit no motherfucking ching ching.
Hold on, let me finish the little training. I can't just quit the shit.
Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road,
tell you, I'm gonna
crazy.
beat the
I
shit
get
out of
80 a
shit.
show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Get out my problems. Let me. When up and magic. With the gang, we ball out. It can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad ain't pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your door and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big
I hate when I
number.
still be running that sucker.
Wrist man,
Just get
check
here.
the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the pig skin, but he stretch your distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your fifth grand.
You know what I'm saying? That DS. Hey, look, that DS. You run that DS, bro. You ain't got nothing but a playbook, homeboy.
She can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit her man. She like, girl, you can count on him.
I'm saying, get there, nigga. Get there. Get that in, DS. Run your DS and get there.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Just had 1,000 yards receiving as a rookie, though. Yeah, AJ Brown, I ain't know that. Waiting on you to send that shit, nephew. Oh, it didn't pop up. Fix your mic, Jesus. Bang, bang, woo! You say you off today? You told me you had to work, bitch. I'd have been called you this morning. Oh my God, I'm talking about your mouth. Hey, what's up, huh? What's up, man? I'm paint the hallway. Yeah, you fucked up D-Lane, right? Can't open it up. Well, I say, you know, this video when you get there, they got this smell. Then I got to put shit together. And you got to listen. This means, we talking the other day, you said you got to pay a bit of down on. Yeah, you can't beat that. Yeah. What? Why? You was dirty or something, man? I'm coming, man. Well, but I ain't got no reading messages about to look at shit. Put that shit in your ass. You can eat that shit and eat up. But yeah. I said, yeah, you want me to put this together so I stay at home. She gonna call your phone, bitch. I don't know, it shouldn't matter, man. But alright, let's see what you get at, man.
Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance, jump in the stands.
So what was I supposed to give you?
Man, oh, there with the hands.
What money I was supposed to give you?
Guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can.
I know, I just said,
smash.
I know he told me to come get you. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead.
Crash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard.
Fuck, nigga, fix your mic, fuck, nigga.
Dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when attacking like damages. They react and play it back on the camera. High for it, keep the system flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles.
Like he like that. That shit up,
like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP that this field, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance, jump in the stands.
Y'all hit him with some nigga Jesus.
Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruined they
We playing 10 straight.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been.
That out the real, bitch. That bitch spun by 7 times, bitch. Fuck you spent about the same time, motherfucker. Hey, man, you just seen that shit. That bitch spent about 7 times, bro.
If he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. A first down throw for Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Kill.
Big edge. SOS.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Throwing is Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Cousins going to come up on a first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Cousins gives way to Cook. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Cousins going to come up on a first and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
54 Mike. Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. Throwing, Cousins. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Well, you know, he hated taking the loss there on third down. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Talking about they got on Slade back to back.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's easy work, and it's coming again. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Wilson to throw. That's caught by Hollister. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to the ground, Lynch, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 38.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On second down, it's Cook. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He is taken down by Bobby Wagner. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. On first down, it's Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And Diggs has it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Big stop.
Now Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Cousins now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Check 15. Check 15.
Back to the ground, Cook. And they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Left side caught by Diggs. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs. As the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Taught me what? It taught me what now? God damn, bud.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
You said wheel run. I ain't throw the wheel run. I threw it across and you had 2-on-1.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, you know, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make, because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Final play of the half, Cousins.
You're mad.
Popped in the air and intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
You're mad at.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
That nigga had 5 catches for 300
in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Oh yeah, it was the same. It was the same play too.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. 3rd quarter starts with a run from Lynch. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's third down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. To throw, Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Mojo got cash out, though. Mojo can send that shit.
Check.
That's his dog.
Check the backer.
They run, Cook, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Hey, switch gears.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 32 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away.
Game ain't know what, motherfucker. No, I told you I'm playing double, bitch. You heard me from the